Hello everyone, my name is Toertl and welcome to today's Minecraft video. Welcome also to Blockheads Season 2. Yes, I'm very excited. And today is not the start of the season, but the start of my season, because the season started a few days ago and I have not been able to take part because I got my second vaccination a few days before. And my massive headache kept me from playing. And that's why I'm very, very much excited to play today and to start the season right now. So to get going, I searched for a suitable base location. And what I wanted was just a long coastline for my base. And you're gonna see why I want that. You're gonna see eventually, as the season goes on, how I'm going to turn this coastline into something very beautiful, I hope. But the only thing I did on the server to this day is I really just searched for a location, and for that I crafted myself a boat. I got a few steaks, you know, we've got a free food chest, and I sailed my way over here. I found this land and I decided I wanted to settle here. So let's start with the bare bone of Minecraft things. Let's start by punching a tree, and I believe I saw a shipwreck off in this direction. This formation looks very, very suspective. Very sus. And I think this could be a shipwreck. So I'm gonna get my boat. I'm gonna sail over there. I'm also gonna get this sugarcane in my inventory. And I'm gonna start off this season. So let me just collect my bits together and I'm gonna get back to you when I got a little bit of progress done. By the way, finding a shipwreck is something that I really, really want, because moss is going to play a certain role in my base at certain locations. So I definitely want to get my hands on a moss block. And that does seem to be a shipwreck over there, so I hope this one's not looted. I know Atom is building a base right next to me, so this thing could very well be empty. But I'm gonna see. I'm gonna chance it. I mean, it could very well be not empty. Please let there be some moss. Please, 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 please. Yes! Nice, 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 nice. I'm gonna go back to the top once. This is too risky. I'm gonna play it safe. But I got my moss block. Nice! Ah, this is a perfect start for the season. I mean, I haven't done much yet, so this could very, very well turn on me. Saying that, you know, I could have a dreadful start from now on. But this feels like a wonderful start. There should be a second chest down here. I just don't know where. Oh, there it is. Ooh, a buried treasure map. You know what? We're gonna check this one out immediately, because buried treasures sometimes have diamonds. And if I don't have to dig for a diamond, I mean, I'm not gonna do the dirty work. Ladies and gentlemen, I also found another shipwreck over there. Let's also loot that one. Actually, I enjoy starting Minecraft by just getting a boat and looting shipwrecks, because it's actually considerably faster sometimes due to the treasure maps and stuff you find. And you can get diamonds, can get iron. You don't have to get all the nasty stone and wood stuff. You know, you can start away with great tools and some free leather armor. You also get a load of wheat and stuff out of this. I don't know why no one starts Minecraft this way. And the treasure seems to be pretty close to our coast. I mean, if there's a treasure right on our coast, we can't not build here. You know, this base location is amazing for what I have planned, and it's also right off the bat giving us gifts. So how could we not take this location? Aha! There is our treasure. Now, let's get rid of these 2 sand blocks. And, sadly no diamonds. But we got a 6 iron bar tool start. Before even getting stone. So, shipwrecks are definitely worth it. I don't know if we have saved that much time. But I sure think we've got a few minutes out of it. And we also did not have to craft a wooden pickaxe, and that item is pretty useless. We got our first chest to store all of the beautiful stuff we've already gathered. And we also have a nice start to the season with 6 iron bars. And with those we can now go on the hunt for some real treasure. Or some diamonds. Because I want to get into diamond gear as fast as possible. Just because I want to get working on my starter base as fast as possible. And my starter base is going to be a big house. So the material gathering for that is a lot more enjoyable if I have diamonds. And potentially actually enchanted diamond if we can get a crafting table, that is. A crafting table? No, an enchantment table. But at least I want to have an enchanted diamond to get into resource grinding for my starter base. So let's pack everything up for a caving session or a strip mining session. I think actually strip mining is, after the changes to diamond, a little bit more beneficial. Because you seem to find the most at Y level 5 now, or Y level 6, something like that. And I believe caves don't generate that far down in the world that often. So let's just go on a strip mining session. Ooh, vitamins. Gonna need them down in the caves. As it's tradition, you're now gonna hear me ramble through a bunch of things that I have planned for the season, or that are very unique this season. And I talked about it in the final episode of Blockhead Season 1 that this season is all about community. We're gonna have big community farms built by the Redstoners, and they also teach the people that are not that much into the technical side of Minecraft how to build these farms or how they work, and everyone's gonna gain some knowledge from that. But also the Redstoners can then also from the builders maybe learn a trick or two they haven't learned about decoration when we're gonna encase the farm in some sort of nice house or some thematic build. And for me in specific, I want to build a beautiful harbor town modeled after the Greek city of Kavala. If you don't know that city, you're gonna look it up. It's so gorgeous. I think I can't put a picture in this episode because they are copyrighted and stuff, but just look it up. It's so gorgeous. When I have a big aqueduct just throughout the entire harbor city, and just a nice harbor area, a few beaches, eventually hotels and traditional Greek housing also. And our starter base is going to be a big Mediterranean style house. So, with that being said, I am really looking forward to this season. I hope you do too, because the community aspect combined with the super cool base plans that I have for the season are going to make this season a great season. And I've said season way too many times now, so let's just get back to the video. After maybe 2 hours of mining or something like that, 1 or 2 hours, I have managed to collect a lot of resources. And I gotta say, I do love the change they made to iron, and that you can potentially fortune the stuff. It makes it real easy to get bigger quantities of iron by mining, which is something that I always wanted, and now it's there, so that's great. And also I found out that mining at level 5 is definitely the way to go, because look at this, we've got a full set of diamond, except the chest plate. But the thing is, I'm only going to use my chest plate until I get my elytra, because I just love flying way too much. And as soon as I get my wings, I'm never gonna wear a chest plate again. So that's why this one's just iron. It would be just a waste of diamonds for me. And then I also gathered 4 more diamonds. With those, we can set up an enchanter. But we also need obsidian for that. And that's why I got 4 buckets right here. So I'm gonna make a very careful hole right here. Which I can't seal back up, but it seems to be fine. And I'm gonna obtain some lava to eventually make a nether portal and also the enchanting table. With all that said, I think it's time to leave this place and grab all the important items we need out of this area. I'm just gonna leave these chests down here. I'm just gonna leave a lot of really unnecessary resources down here, like maybe cobble in large quantities. I'm not gonna need a whole lot of that right now. And with the tools and our new gear, we can start to collect resources for our starter base. I think I've seen a few different biomes around here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get my boat and sail around a little bit. I've got my coordinates, so I know my way back. And I'm just gonna have a look for a desert and a taiga biome, so I can get all of the different types of resources that I need in large quantities. And everything else we're gonna figure out after that. Ooh, goats! Haven't seen goats yet. Like, ever in the new update. They are pretty cute. That's the first. Wow, you are a jumper. Well, I knew they could jump quite high, but that's something else. Seeing it in first person is actually insane. And that's also pretty mad. Spruce is just right around the corner. Lovely. I have never been so happy to see a desert. It's been 30 or 40 minutes, probably even 45 or something. And if Stig wouldn't have told me the coordinates of a desert, I would still be out there searching. This has been a journey and a half. Let me tell you, I have been in this boat and on foot for such a long time. I forgot how tedious it can be to travel without your wings. And we are currently, to give you a bit of perspective, at minus 1,400, minus 2,400. And our base location is at minus 200, 2,000. So more than 4,000 blocks away. Plus I made an additional kind of circle in the wrong direction. So you can add another 2,000 blocks of travel on top. So I traveled a total of 6,000 blocks. Potentially even more, just to get over here. And I want to kiss the earth. Like astronauts when they return from space, you know? They fall down to their knees and they just smooch the earth. I feel like that right now. I just want to smooch the desert. But even though it's sandy and probably very rough, and I don't like sand, it's coarse and it gets everywhere, I still want to give it a big smoochie, because I'm so happy that we are finally here. And we are gonna start right off the bat right now to just collect a whole bunch of this beautiful tan sandstone. It's currently the next day in real life, and I have been grinding out some resources. I've got my hands on a lot of this beautiful sandstone and this beautiful spruce log. And with that, we can start to build our starter home, which we're gonna do on some hill over in this direction. You can't quite see it. It's a bit hidden behind this first little hill. But sadly, the replay mod is not available yet for 1.17, at least not for public, and I can't film this in form of a third-person time-lapse, so I just have to make a little compilation of me building like I did in my first videos. And just like that, we have ourselves a lovely home. And not just that, we have also got beautiful surroundings next to our house. I'm very happy with it. This kind of Mediterranean type starter house, and just all of this greenery and the beach. I'm loving this place already, and you know, this is really going in the direction I told you about earlier. This is really promising to be a great Greek-style, Mediterranean-style harbor town. And once we have more buildings in, once we have all the streets and potentially even an airport somewhere, this thing's gonna be a holiday paradise. But for now, this is our starter house. And I want to take you on a little bit of a tour. So on the entrance, I got 2 custom hats from Tulips because he found a wandering trader, and I traded a diamond for some special hats. I've also got some wild strawberries, and maybe I'm gonna put them somewhere in the garden. You know, they look quite lovely. Yeah, but also one more thing that's not quite visible from this angle is this cliff over here, which I'm quite proud of. You know, it's not the most detailed thing, it's not the coolest cliff ever seen in Minecraft, but I'm still quite proud because it's the first survival cliff I ever built. I've just made one in creative once, but this is my first cliff built in survival mode, which is always a bit harder to judge perspective-wise, and my second cliff overall. So I think I'm happy with that, because I had this weird, very steep angle on this side of the mountain, and so I just had to kind of come up with a solution, because I didn't want just sand and dirt as a flat wall. So I just filled it up with stone, you know, a bit janky here and there to make it look natural, and then I added these vines from built from the leaves all the way down to where it merges into clay or something down below, or gravel, so you don't really see a difference. And I think it looks great. What's not so great is this area right here, because you've got a lot of dirt and you've got this very steep wall, so we kind of have to work on that. But I mean, it's episode 1. We're not gonna do crazy terraforming. I'm happy with the little beach and the little garden here in front that we have. We also got a little sweet berry supply. And in the next episode, I want to work on the interior of our beautiful new starter house. I just lit everything up so no creepers can spawn and blow my beautiful new house up, which would be quite sad. But I didn't do any kind of decorating work, as you can see. I'm just gonna go inside again so you can have a closer look, but really everything on the bottom floor is empty. We still have to move our stuff in, and on the top floor, well, there's not much going on either. I just put some chests and a bed down and some workstations, but as far as, you know, the actual interior goes, I didn't do any work, and that's gonna follow next episode. I wanna get some furniture, I wanna get some rooms in, maybe, for example, this one can be like a kitchen area, dining room, a living room and stuff, so we can just make ourselves feel at home. And maybe we're gonna have a basement where we can put the nether portal because that doesn't fit anywhere interior wise, and all of that good stuff. But I think for episode 1 we've made quite a bit of progress, and I'm pretty happy. Oh, one more thing. Yesterday Atom already did such a big thing for the community. He gave out free books, basically. So there was a chest at spawn with efficiency 5 books, which I took one of. And then he also put some other books in, like Silk Touch, Fortune 3 and all that stuff. And I got myself this. The Lucky Boy is back, and I hope he's more lucky than the last one we had. Yeah, and I also, by using an enchanting table and Atom's efficiency 5 book, got myself a perfect Silk Touch pickaxe. And I just this name came to mind and it seemed fitting. But other than that, I hope you've enjoyed this very first video of Blockhead Season 2. And see you in the next one. Goodbye.